Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you're watching us from. I want to thank you for joining us. It is episode 92 of the Note Closer Show. And this week is a busy week. It is Note Camp week. So we are excited about Note Camp 3.0 kicking off this Thursday. Lots of little fine nuggets, fine tuning going on. Finalizing schedule, finalizing our Note Camp booklet, our guide to everything, updates, all that good stuff of speakers. So you'll have something there. If you're going to be joining us for Note Camp Live, which you should all be joining us, all right? If you're not, you're only hurting yourself because we've got 33 speakers, 2 amazing keynote speakers, along with we'll have over 700 people attending. So we're really excited about that. I'm a little nervous. I'm glad what we did. I'm glad we actually made some changes to make it a little bit easier for everybody to use, to make the screens a little bit larger so people can see the presentations a little clearer, and also update a few things so that it comes across in better high def quality for you. One thing we may actually end up doing for 4.0 is make it actually virtual reality. We could actually do it now, but I didn't want to scare too many people off. It'd be more of a cluster. Like, what do I get these goggles for? I can't see nothing out of them. But we can actually do that now. The technology exists for us to do a virtual reality Note Camp. So I will wait for the curve to catch up with me on that one. But anyway, today's topic is called Shut Up Checks. And it kind of comes on the heel of the holiday. Hope everybody had a great Easter weekend, an awesomely good Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, all right? A lot of people went home or hung out with their relatives this weekend. And this weekend was all about forgiveness, okay? Don't care what faith, denomination is. Really, Easter is really one of 2 holidays that everybody should focus on forgiveness. Can we agree to that, everybody?
Yes.
I think that's what it all comes. It's the message about it. Christ died on the cross for our sins, forgive us for what we do. So if you don't like what I'm talking about, you can just log off. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is when we go home a lot of time as entrepreneurs, and I only say this because I struggled with this, okay? When you go home to your family and they're used to the fake dream of working 40 years, 40 hours a week to get retirement, and you're doing something that's off the beaten trail, doesn't fall in line, you're going to get the brushback. Oh, how's that real estate thing going? Okay? Your biggest goal, especially if it's your in-laws, tell me there's nothing sweeter than doing this to your in-laws, is to slap a shut-up check in their face. Bam! How you like me now? Bam! Bam! All right? The coffee is kicking in this one this morning. Because that's the biggest way to get people to really switch their mentality. Like, oh, it's like literally bitch slapping them when they checked. Like, whack, whack. Here's my check we just closed on a deal. Whack, whack. Here's the money I'm making from this deal. My mother, for years, had really no clue what the hell I did. I don't think she still knows what the heck I do. All right? She's like, when are you going to get a real job? All right? I'm sure many of you have had families like that. Oh, how's that real estate thing going? When are you going to get a real job? A lot of that comes from what we have done as individuals in the past. Maybe we've gone through the multi-level thing. Maybe we've done the whole, draw some circles or build a pyramid. Not doing a Ponzi scheme. But anyway, a lot of us in the act of being an entrepreneur, from reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and wanting to digest and invoke the entrepreneurial spirit in all of us, a lot of us probably do some things that we probably shouldn't do on our quest to find something better because we get sold on a dream. And dreamers think big things. Don't get me wrong. I've been hired to sell Cutco knives. I remember going home as a young kid, my first job. My mom's like, what the hell are you doing that? No, go get a regular job. Okay? When I told her I was leaving banking to go into the mortgage business, like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Or when the mortgage business started going crazy and I got into the defaulted more, oh my God, why are you doing that? I've had ups and downs just like anybody else does. But you learn more from your downs and who's really in your corner than when you do on your highs. Okay, when you're in your highs, everybody loves you, everybody wants to be around you. Everybody says, "Oh, I knew that guy or gal back when she was just a little thing." Okay, I always knew they'd do well. There's nothing sweeter than having a shut-up check and seeing look in somebody's eyes and prove them wrong. Okay, when I was married, my in-laws, and I look back at it, they probably didn't like me that much. Now I think about it, they maybe act like they liked me, but they probably thought I was a little crazy because of me leaving a great job, making six figures to pursue what I did. Now, the shut-up check wasn't just money. The shut-up check was Lily being able to retire their daughter from her stressful job. Okay? That's a big shut-up check, right? Can we hear that, everybody? Oh, you get to quit doing something you hate to come home. Suddenly, the whole conversation changed, and I was the hero versus being the deadbeat. All right? Oh. Yeah. Huh? We need a hero. I was listening. That came on the other night. It's like, oh, we need to come up with a video for that there. I need a note hero. But a shut-up check could be anything from $500 to $1,000 to 20 grand, whatever it is. Sometimes if you've got a non-supportive spouse, husband or wife, sometimes when you close that first deal, it's best just to give them some money to go pamper themselves. Hey, honey, here's our first check. Why don't you take a chunk of it? You've been very supportive, even though you really haven't been. Why don't you go take care of yourself? Go to the spa. Go get your nails done. Why don't we go out to dinner and celebrate? I know I could do more of this, okay? So a lot of people experience those uncomfortable conversations over the holidays. Oh, how's that going for you? You know, oh, you should date so-and-so because they're a doctor or they've got a good job. Why are you dating somebody that's a deadbeat? You know, or something like that. I've had that happen before. And it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but a shut-up check builds faith. When it all comes down to it, numbers don't lie. All right? Now, what happens a lot of times, we end up hanging ourselves a lot of time because maybe we talk a lot online. Oh, I'm such a great investor, or I'm such a great options trader, or I'm such a great stock trader, when you're really still working and selling insurance, or you're really still struggling to make ends meet. You know, if you're flashing your watch in your car, but you live in a crap hole, or you're not able to pay your regular bills, okay? Or if you've got rental rims on your car, which cracks me up when people will rent rims, you really aren't driving down the right path. You have more of a champagne lifestyle on a beer budget, okay? Or a lifestyle and appetite and a beer budget for the most part. So that's what happens a lot of time. Shut-up checks can be avoided if you are doing the right things along. If you keep going and you show some sort of positive reaction, positive movement along the way. One of the things I know several people have done, they've talked to their family, hey, I'm making this jump. Can you please support me for a year? My numbers are good. I've done the right things on the front end to be able to withstand the low time of income coming. Because there's peaks and valleys with everything. If you're working full time, great. You've got your income covered while you're building up that valley so that when you do leave your full-time job, there's not going to be a hiccup or a lapse in funds. Not everybody has that functionality. Not everybody has that availability. So that's the biggest thing when it comes to shut-up check. Getting something in to make profit. Okay? What happens with this, though, is you also have to be very careful about not over-analyzing the deals. Okay? You have to be a little bit flexible. Okay? If you're seeing a 20% return, but you say no to the deal because you want to get 12, you promise your investors only pay 12% versus doing 50-50 where they get 10 and you get 10 on the front end, that's still money. That's still a power bill. That's still a car payment every month, okay? You have to keep that flexibility in mind. Otherwise, your stubbornness is going to cause you to have to write a big shut-up check. Or it's going to put your people against you because you're so stubborn and you don't listen and you're not coachable. Because as you start getting down the road and you're having a hard time closing deals, people can sense that desperation and they can see the stress wearing on you. And it will detract, okay, investors coming to work with you. All right? It'll detract people wanting to do. This is why when people close deals, say, hey, send an email to your database. Share what your journey, share the good, the bad, okay? Share the fact that you're making offers. Hey, they didn't get accepted. Hey, we're still working on this. Hey, we got this closed. because you will get such a big response from people. Hey, I just closed on this deal or buying this deal. All right, that you'll see such a dramatic effect. I'll give you an example. Cody Cox sent an email this Sunday, or yesterday, or this morning. It was very early when I read it. About the fact that he came back from the mastermind. He had 3 deals, and they were all funded by one investor within the first 24 hours based on his deals because he was sharing success. Okay, thing with Karen and Stacy Wall, they're sharing their success. Okay, Stacy comes from a point of working for Bed Bath & Beyond for 20 plus years and retiring from it. So a lot of people see him as, oh, he's the closer that comes into Bed Bath & Beyond. They don't see him as this note investor or this real estate investor until he started to change their minds about what they're doing. So a shut-up check, guys, is one of the most important things you do. You try to do that as fast as possible. Maybe it's wholesaling a deal. Maybe it's making something up front and moving it to something else. Maybe it's partnering with somebody on to take the deal down and they pay a referral fee. Something to show some sort of positive action. One of the first shut-up checks I got was really nice. Was for $35,000.
Ooh.
Yeah. Followed up by a $6,000 check. Followed by a $4,000 check. Okay. Then followed by a $50,000 check. All right. It was a little time for that $35,000, but it was a nice enough check that, bam, when I split it with my partner on the deal, $17,500 is pretty nice in a month. Okay. If you still average that you need to make $4,000 a month for bills, that's technically 4 months of payments or 4 months of income for most people. So this is what I love about notes. It's one of the most rewarding things people always love about real estate. It's the sexy side of investing, and I think it's probably the most safest thing right now. I won't say safe, but most stablest thing, especially in the note game when we're picking baskets at 50% of value. When you see all these fix and flip shows, it ain't fix and flip. It's fix and fiction for the most part. Try to say that 3 times fast. Fix and fix. I can't even say it once right. So. But that's what I'm trying to get at, guys. Go get a shut-up check. Go make things happen. The sooner you do that, the more support you'll have from your family, friends, spouses, coworkers, and Facebook tribe family. Any questions or comments from people this morning? No. It's Monday. They're like, oh, I need some coffee kicking in. It was a long Memorial Day. I have a peep hangover. A sugar hangover. I don't need to drink on Easter because I got enough chocolate. Yeah. Enough sugar in my system, a brisket. Ooh, rubbling in my tumbler. So one of the great things, too, that when you do go into a family atmosphere or a holiday atmosphere where you have a lot of family around that don't know exactly what you're doing, you also don't want to come across as too pitchy. It's better to give less information than more because you want to see who's interested. It's all right to have a story, too, what you're doing, but you don't want to go bleh and throw up on your family because that will turn them off more so than anything else because your family can be the biggest referrer and your biggest cheerleaders you need to. Greg, you guys have done a really good job being kind of slow playing what you guys are doing. Your dad's been good about talking with the family. Yeah. But did it come up this weekend because you had 100 plus people?
Yeah, we actually, my dad's going to Dallas on Thursday to talk. They want to talk.
Family wants to talk about it. But he's been doing this for over a year now.
Yeah.
So it's built some momentum. Yeah. And you've done a good job handling the email blast out. And he's done a good job sharing it on social media. Did a couple Facebook Lives. Yeah. He's slowly building momentum with stuff like that. We see that with a lot of our mastermind students who know how to learn how to market properly and do the right things. Anybody else got any comments, questions? Hopefully this is happy. Literally, guys, it is a very quick 2 weeks for us here. We've got Note Camp that kicks off Thursday at noon, all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we head out on vacation on the 27th, Thursday. We fly to Puerto Rico, where I'll be jumping on the Disney Magic for a Disney cruise for 7 days. 5 ports, 7 days. We'll be doing a couple note closure shows remote.
Oh, nice.
Actually from there.
Sounds good.
So it should be kind of fun for everybody to see kind of the different ports that we're going to be in.
We have a couple comments. Stephanie, she says you can help them with their retirement. It's more of a mouthful. Lisa DeGuzman, she says, my mother thinks I'm crazy for doing notes. I sent her 2 shut-up checks.
Oh, yeah. Ching, ching. You're making it rain, Lisa.
Oh.
Yeah, we got the dollar sign. Oh. We got the dollar sign. She's making it rain. All right.
And George says, yeah, I have to convince my brother-in-law and my mother-in-law this is not a fly-by-night thing.
George says that?
George Crocker, yeah.
So one great thing about buying notes, it's in the movies. It's in the movies. There's several movies that feature note investing. Totally is. One of the ones that's probably the most common one that you guys will probably know is The Big Short, which talks about that. Great movie to watch. That's another great thing. If they think you're stupid, just, hey, have you ever watched The Big Short? Then go watch The Big Short. Okay? Second one would be Too Big to Fail. Has a little bit of talk about that with portfolio, because we're on the opposite side of that. Mm-hmm. Most people don't realize that Field of Dreams, while it's based on baseball, is also based on notes. Why? Because Ray has his farm, and he hasn't paid a mortgage on it, and he's losing the farm to the bank. Remember, his brother-in-law brings investors, and they bought the note from the bank. All right? We've bought the note. Ray, we're going to foreclose. Okay? That's a bit of a note investing. Aha! You did not know that, right? Did not know that. There's a few others out there. I may have to do a top 5 note investing movies where notes involved. There's something that goes pretty far back. It is what it is. Everybody likes the fix and flip, the tangible side of fix and flip, but that's a great thing. Hey, have you ever watched The Big Flip or The Big Short? Or Too Big to Fail? There's another one called, 99 Houses or 100 Houses out there? With the guy from Spider-Man. Not the newest one, but the one back. Not Tobey Maguire. He plays a guy who does a lot of short sales, but it's also based on a little bit on the foreclosure market. So those are some great resources to share, because a lot of people that go to movies, they just don't, they think it's fly by night. When mortgages have been around for years, and people have often, when they bought a house, had their mortgage sold. So it's very similar to that. It's a lot more accessible these days than it ever was prior to 2006 to 2007. Most people had to have 5 to 10 million to get in, but now it's opened up because of the opportunities in the markets out there. So, any final questions, comments, quotes, success stories we want to share this morning? Not anymore. So, congrats, Lisa. Way to go. Throw that shut up check. George, let's get you rock and rolling that deal that you made on from the mastermind note draft on Thursday night. Hopefully, with some answers back today from some of our hedge fund buddies. And we look forward to seeing you all, guys. If you have not signed up for Note Camp Live, please do that. If you are signed up and have not filled out the investor survey in Basecamp, please do that. Go to Basecamp and fill out the investor survey. Trust me, help you. See you guys all at the top, everybody. Bye.